Okay, are you ready? All right. Welcome back to DNA with Abdullah Qasim and Liat Shammult.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers. So today we have a quick little talk show to talk about the upcoming playoff season, as well as the the semifinals and the finals. So stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get right into it. This is likely our last DNA show of the season.
First season.
Inshallah, it went well. But first game was UNC Tar Heels versus Brick Squad.
Mm-hmm.
So, just I guess a heads up to every player. The sub for this game for Suhaib Badwan is gonna be Ahmed Badwan, and he did play his first game on our final week, and I think he ended up dropping about 30. So just something to look out for.
Yep. As well as last time they played, Hamad Badwan also played. However, he will not be playing this game. So the only sub for Brick Squad will be Ahmed Badwan, and he will sub in for Suhaib, right? I believe.
Yep.
So brother to brother sub. So let's see. Last time they played, Brick Squad won 72-56, which was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, final week of
score.
Of the year, and a lot of people said it was unfair. They did pick up 2 of the Badwan brothers. I don't know how that one went through, but it did.
Yep.
So
they stripped the undefeated title away from UNC Tar Heels, which was crazy shocker to everyone.
Yeah, but they were still able to hold the number 1 seed. So I guess let's just talk about our predictions. Who do you got winning this game?
Honestly, as Brick Squad was my former team before I dropped them, I still will fully support Brick Squad, especially with Ahmed Badwan coming in. I think they have a good chance, especially since Qatada will be back this week. He was not there last week and they won, so maybe Qatada coming back is not a good thing for Brick Squad. What do you think?
Honestly, I still got UNC Tar Heels. I mean, Brick Squad, I think this is their first win of the year. Yeah, first win of the year. I mean, they could have gotten lucky. You never know. They had both of the Badwan brothers, so I don't know if we could take too much into that account. Honestly, this game really depends on Sharaf and Bilal. That's kind of the UNC's whole game. If Bilal, I think Bilal is likely going to end up guarding Ahmed. So if he's able to hold Ahmed to 20 maybe, I think they have a really good chance of winning. They don't really have any other scorer on Brick Squad. The only other person scoring last time they played each other was Muhammad, and he's not there.
Yep.
So that's why I got UNC personally.
I respect that. So basically, what Brick Squad needs to do is to hold off on Sharaf's threes. Who do you think is going to be able to guard Sharaf's threes in this scenario? A tall person.
I don't know. I actually don't know who'd be matched up with him. Maybe Bara. Bara is a really good defender. But yeah, again, if Sharaf does get hot, I know he has a few games where he has like 4 or 5 plus threes. I think he's top 5 in the league in 3-point percentage or 3-point shooting. So if they are able to hold him down, that will literally hinder half of UNC's firing power, because Bilal and him are realistically the only scorers on this team. Everyone's actually Nadim is slept on, but I would say he's more of a facilitator. So if they are able to hold Sharaf or Bilal, I think Brick Squad takes it, but I still don't think that's going to happen. I got UNC winning it.
You think Mudassir gets any playtime this weekend? I hope so.
Yeah. As a betting man, no, but maybe. Inshallah he does.
Disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful. I am coach.
All right. Moving on. So next game we have Shanghai Sharks versus Beard Gang. So apparently David, not sure what his last name is, so we're gonna call him David Goggins. David Goggins had previously played in majority of their games, and clearly, anytime David was on the court, the team was doing amazing.
I think they only had 1 loss with David, and they just lost him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So in their last game, Beard Gang defeated Shanghai Sharks actually, 76-66.
And I think that was David's second game back, so they don't have him for this one. So it's going to be a different game.
Interesting. Keep in mind, Beard Gang will substitute Uday Elqam for Anas Asad. So that's just another substitute that we're going to be dealing with. But nonetheless, who on Shanghai Sharks could possibly guard Yazan Dudin, bro? That dude's
that's the issue.
Ginormous.
If they're able to stop Yazan in the pick and roll, I think that will be a huge issue. He's able to get clean up all the boards and everything, and Shanghai Sharks are a guard-heavy team. They have Mojay, Mike, and Hassan. Mojay could potentially guard Yazan, but then who's guarding Abdullah? You have Mike, but I don't know how good of a defender he is. So I guess holding those two down is going to be the challenge for Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, 100%. Mike was the first pick of this draft, and we haven't seen a crazy amount from him. So do you think he'll step up his game this weekend?
I think he has to. If they're going to stay in the playoffs, Mike is going to have to turn up. He's still averaging 12 and 4 right now, but I don't know. As a first pick, we should be expecting more from him. I don't even think he's top 10 in points.
I agree.
So if Mike does step up, I could see them winning. But I guess the question is, who do you got winning this game?
Great question. This is going to be a tough one, with Mike being gone. Sorry, not Mike,
playing.
David Goggins. I'm gonna have to go with Shanghai Sharks, man. Their team is nice.
Yeah,
their team is nice, especially with Mojay. He's got a lot to prove in this game. So hopefully, my bets will be on Shanghai Sharks. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think Shanghai Sharks comes out on top with this one. Again, I think Mojay is the second best player, and it's number one on in this league. So
crazy glaze.
So what's it called? I think Mojay will turn up for playoffs, and Hassan and Mike will. I think they should step up as well.
You just point at the camera and say NS number one. Holy.
Hey, that's my teammate.
Get him out of your mouth. Okay.
Also, another important factor is Ahmed Asad. He's likely going to be on Yazan, but I feel like honestly having Mojay on Yazan might be better. Yazan's a very fast player. Ahmed can't really keep up with him. I feel like. Just from I think the last game I watched, I think
Who's Ahmed Asad?
Ahmed, he's a big guy basically. Okay. Yeah, that's how I describe him.
Fair, okay.
So yeah, that's just my thought process. So I do think Shanghai Sharks does come out on top, but I wouldn't be surprised if Beer Gang wins this.
Okay. Glad we agree.
All right, third game, we got the SWAT team versus Weapons of Past Destruction. Now, just to keep in mind, Weapons of Past Destruction are on a 4-game losing streak since they lost to Noah. But they did pick up Ismail Bigtasi. How big of a difference do you think that will make?
They did. Honestly, I feel like Ahmed Mahmoud's team is solely based on chemistry. When Nuh was playing, it was like between Nuh and Ahmed and Walid. But, with Nuh gone, that's like their heart, in my opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
That's their score.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. We'll see if the chemistry will continue with Ismail Bigtasi. However, I think Sarsour's team, I'd arguably say top 2 in the league, top 3 maybe. I'd have them over Weapons of Past Destruction.
Yep. So what's it called? I guess I would also like to mention that Ahmed Mahmoud did request paternity leave from this game,
yes.
And we ended up
we rejected him.
We rejected it. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
But
he's trying to pull something slick on us.
But I guess going back to the matchup, so they did play each other in week 1, and in that game, Sarsour did have a very off game. He only scored 11. I think it was his lowest scoring game of the year. I think he'll probably drop 20 plus this game. Ahmed's likely going to have a tough matchup guarding him, and if Ahmed does do a good job, he still has someone's going to have to cover Ahmed and Joey, and I don't think they have enough defensive players to do that. And they are also missing Labib. I think that's who was on Joey last time. I think
was it.
I believe so.
Oh yeah, they are missing Labib.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you. Pretend there's 5 seconds left. All right, 5 seconds left in the game. They're down. Weapons of Past Destruction is down 2, and they need a 3-pointer. Who are you? Who are you asking to take? Who are you setting the ball to get that 3-pointer?
Yazid Abu Shanab.
Ooh.
If Yazid Abu Shanab is on the court during a buzzer beater moment, I need him taking the 3. I think everybody else would agree.
I agree. I think something that Muchi said was if we were playing the aliens and whatnot, whatever that guy said, there's a death beam on Earth, Muchi would have Yazid shoot that 3. So we'll see if that happens during this game. Moving on.
Actually, you didn't make a prediction.
I think whatchamacallit?
SWAT team.
SWAT team.
Okay.
Although Ahmed Mahmoud's my boy, But I gotta be neutral in this matter.
This is where we differ. I personally think Weapons of Past Destruction comes on top of this.
Really?
I think Ismail Bigtasi is going to be a huge factor, and I feel like if Yazan Sadam does step up, he scored a good amount of points in week 6. So if he's able to have a similar game, and with the addition of Ismail Bigtasi, I think they could actually come out on top against SWAT team.
Okay. Fire. I respect that. I respect that.
All right.
Last game, we got Damage Control versus Kafir Kryptonite. Now, I know you're going to be super biased in this, but
No.
I think even with your biases, I would agree with you. So previously, their first game, the first game of the season actually, Kafir Kryptonite beat Damage Control 66-42, and I think the game was ended early, I believe, or something of that nature. So it possibly could have been more of a lead. But it was an all-around good game for Kafir Kryptonite. The ball was being spread, everyone was getting points. Honestly, couldn't say the same about Damage Control.
Yeah, I would agree. So, as someone who was playing, actually, just looking at the stats, there was only 4 points that weren't scored by Hasib or Noah.
Yeah.
So I think it was week 1, so they definitely know how to spread the ball a little more than this now. But they've been struggling. At least they ended off the season with the win, but throughout the season they haven't really done much. I think if they're able to spread the ball a little, they might make the loss a little less. But I still do got Kafir Kryptonite winning this unbiasedly.
I'm gonna unfortunately have to agree with you there. So we're saying out of 42 points, only 4 were scored from
Yep, Imad had a bucket,
other players.
and I believe Mahmoud Salah had a bucket.
Okay.
How do you see? Do you see any way Damage Control wins this?
I think if the ball's spread around more, and if they're able to hold off this player named Abdullah Qasim, I know he's like super annoying apparently to play against. And then they're able to hold off Enes's random threes, like he just shoots them and they go in. So no glaze, by the way. I think they could be able to handle it, but then again they also have to think about brother Sajid. They have to think about Omar.
Don't forget Rafi and Hassan.
Of course, Rafi and Hassan Rahim, HR30. Shout out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough game, honestly. But
I think that what Damage Control has going for them is Mahmoud Salah seems to be in a groove. The last game I watched of him, I think he had like 18, maybe 20. He was unguardable. He was making every putback and hitting threes. So that could be a factor. We don't really have anyone with the size to guard him. So I guess as someone who's on Kafir Kryptonite, that's something we're looking out for. But yeah, I still got my team winning this, and I think.
So what's y'all's team strategy going into this? If you're so confident.
What is team strategy? We just play normal, bro. Score buckets.
Okay. So
Feed
no
a Mucci.
strategy.
Start the game with a Mucci 3. That's about it.
Okay. All right. So that concludes, the games. So just keep in mind, Saturday will be the first round of playoffs.
And this will be at the Mosh.
And Sunday will be semifinals, the award ceremony.
At the Rock.
At the Yard, actually.
Or the Yard, my bad.
And whatchamacallit? The award ceremony, which includes something that we'll talk about right now: the Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP, Season MVP, All-Stars, the All-Stars.
Yeah, All-Stars will also be announced during this period.
Yes, sir.
So I guess just to move on to our awards. So I guess let's just start with the Defensive Player of the Year favorites. If you're one of these players, I'd probably recommend you be there for the award ceremony if you want the award.
Yep.
We have Sorsur. He's leading his team in every defensive stat.
Statistic, blocks, rebounds, steals.
Yeah.
He's got it all.
Always guards the best player. So
yeah.
He's top 3 for that. And then we have Sharaf. Sharaf is leading the league, I believe, in rebounds at the moment. And
how many rebounds he got?
A game, he averages about 15 rebounds a game.
Respect.
Yeah.
What? Who's under him?
Sorsur.
Wow. Okay, so it's a tight battle, huh?
Yep. Sorsur has 14.3. Sharaf has 14.7. So. And then the third is Moj. Moj just been playing all over the court, defensively, offensively, everything. But he always cleans up the rebounds, gets any missed shot, and is able to guard the best player on the other team usually. So that's why we have our top 3 as Sorsur, Sharaf, and Moj as our 3 favorites for Defensive Player of the Year. And now moving on to MVP.
Yep. So like Abdullah said, if your name is on these lists, you can expect that one of you guys will probably be winning these awards. So come, dress nicely, whatnot, for the photos. Anyways, for the season MVP, we got 3 really, really great players, and it was really difficult to get down to these top 3. Very solid performance by everyone, but first and foremost, obviously, we can't lie about this. Sorsur has been having an incredible season so far. Really, top scorer is he? One of the top scorers.
4th in points per game. He averages about 18. He averages 14.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 1.9 steals, all top 5 in the league.
So he averages a double-double, basically.
Yep, and he's leading his team in literally every category, even fouls.
Okay, and that along with his team is top 3 in the league, I'd say. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Moving on, second choice for season MVP, we have Sharaf again.
Yep, Sharaf is somebody that, I mean, I personally, I didn't expect his team to be this good. They're the number 1 team in the bracket. He's dealt with a lot of problems with Elliott coming in and Bilal coming in, and a
lot of team changes, a lot of chemistry.
Issues, and they've been able to keep winning. He's currently averaging, let me pull it out. He's averaging 14, and 2, and his team is 6-1. So there's no way you can include him in this. And then our third finalist or favorite is, I wouldn't say he's a favorite, but he's like the Joe Burrow story. Noah. His team is, I think, second to last in the league.
Indeed.
But he's kind of carrying his squad at the moment. He's averaging 21 and 7, and he's really the only player that's kept his team in any of the games. There's been some games where Hasib has missed and he's had to step up. He hasn't been able to finish any of the games, but you can't, I guess, ignore his performance. He had a chance at like 2 buzzer beaters. If he hits those, they're I think top 3 in the league. So that's what we got. Noah as our third. So we have Sarsour, Sharaf, and Noah as our finalists for MVP.
That sounds like a very solid lineup. Again, if your name's on this list, you can expect to dress nice. We might even let the winners know beforehand. I'm not sure, but just keep you guys excited. Sunday's schedule is looking like we're going to start game 1, which is the first round of the semifinals at 6 p.m., followed by game 2 at 7 p.m., followed by the award ceremony at 8, leading up to the finals, which is going to be around 8:30.
Yep.
So we're giving the team that plays in game 2 around like an hour, possibly slightly less than an hour of rest. So you guys should be good to go.
Yep. And so the finals, the actual teams that were playing Sunday will be announced Saturday night. Just obviously whoever wins will be moving on. And I guess that's all we had for today. Did you have anything to say before? Also one last thing. All-Stars, I don't know if you just said that, but All-Stars are gonna also be announced soon on Sunday in the award ceremony. Also, we are doing halftime shows for each of the semi games and the final game. If you're interested in participating in any of these halftime shows, please reach out. We would like for there to be some participation from the players. It should be very fun. Yep. And I guess just to end our final video off, or final episode of DNA off, just want to shout out the sponsors. Genuinely, it's been super fun doing this league, and without them, we wouldn't really be able to run it. And our sponsors being Gordo's, Camaria, Betin Academy,
Shaheen Petroleum,
and then Hassan Rahim, HR30,
and Musaitif Renovations.
Shout out to all you guys. Honestly, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to run the league. And
100%.
Thank you for helping us make it the best we could possibly come out.
100%.
And we hope to see all of you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And keep a lookout. We're going to drop a survey about the league just to see what we could have done better and how we can do the league better next year. So please keep a lookout for that and fill it out as soon as you can. Thank you very much for tuning in to DNA. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.